Welcome back and good morning, everybody. Live here from CyberTrading University, and it is the 15th of January, halfway through the month. Good to see you all. Good to see you, Lawrence, Michael, everyone, Jazz, Andrea, buongiorno to you, and everyone. Welcome on YouTube and Facebook. Getting ready for the market, and we got a couple of nice little movers as usual. Always a adventure at CyberTrading University. What's nice about day trading? You could turn the page from yesterday. You could start fresh today. You could see what you missed the day before. And then it just makes you more excited to show up, no matter if you won, lost, or broke even. So got a couple of nice little movers. I know some of you here have been watching this stock up about 230%. If you were logged in early this morning, you know, we do open up the room right around 7:30, 7:45. SPHL just had a beautiful run from $5 all the way to about 11. I know some of you here were trading it. You're done for the day. Rich did post up the news on it. Partnership with JSO, New Energy Technologies, introducing solar and green energy solutions for residential housing in Singapore. All right, well, good for that stock, and it's doing pretty well. That's what we want to hear. All right, so how does that help us? We just trade the stock. That's all it is. Remember, we need volatility to make things move. Now, it was a very big week in earnings. We're going to post up what's going to happen next week, but this wasn't a really big week. This was just start of earnings season. So today at 12 o'clock, I'm going to be doing another open house. If you want to learn about how to trade the earnings season, I will be back at 12 live, broadcasting live. We'll post up that link. We'll be on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. So, but most importantly, how do we trade the market? We follow the big money. So let's just talk about some of the stocks that did have some big earnings this morning that came out, and you'll see nothing spectacular. Goldman Sachs had earnings. Stock's been on a huge run up. I've been a big fan of Goldman Sachs, and you can see it's been a big run, but it's expensive. And, you know, listen, doesn't really move. Not a stock that we rarely trade. Morgan Stanley also had earnings. You could see how great it did over the course of the year. Nothing great there. And BlackRock, BLK, also very expensive stock right there. Not really moving up that much. Nothing really kind of broke the bank there. Market right now, and the Dow's down 32. So kind of flat overall. We did watch some of the banks from yesterday, like Citibank and BA. BSC, right? Bank of America. They all took big hits. And remember, I did mention this if you weren't here yesterday, the biggest alarming thing about the banks is Trump is looking to impose a cap on credit card charges. And let me tell you, these banks are worse than the mafia, okay? I don't know where we went from 15% to 18%. Now it's almost 30%. And, you know, give me my violin and I'll play it out then that, hey, this is only going to hurt, you know, new kids that won't get credit cards. Bullshit. Okay. You could always co-sign for somebody like that, like they do for student loans and this and that. But this is a huge money grab. They make a killing on it. If we only knew the numbers that they actually make on people that are just living off credit cards. Listen, everybody lives off credit cards when you're in a recession, right? So they're making a killing, and then with the late fees and this and that. And what's great about this whole thing is that, you know, it is a bipartisan thing. I mean, you know, Elizabeth Warren is a fan of it. Bernie Sanders is a big fan of it. The only problem with them is they think he's not going far enough. Okay, that's the biggest thing. They don't think he's going far enough. So, but anyway, listen, banks got to make money, right? Everybody has to eat, right? Everyone has to make money. But there comes to a point when, you know what? Don't be selfish, you know? Can he even do this through not legal challenges? I don't know, and Tom, we'll find out. We'll find out, but you know what? It's great. It's great theater, and it's great market talk, and it will affect the bank. So if it does go through and it goes through Congress, you know, like I said, we might have a nice short on our hands. You know what I mean? So we'll see how that works out. I personally don't think it's going to hurt too much for the banks. They did really well for a while. I don't know. Where's Bank of America? Yeah, you could see it since 2023. It was on $25. I mean, what is it, up 100% in 2 years, 3 years? That's really not that great. I mean, we see a lot better than that, right? Anyway, so we'll keep an eye on that. A couple of questions. And they get 3% from the retail vendors. Yeah, that's the other bullshit too, Wendy, right? And the other thing, Now all of a sudden they want to charge because we all take credit cards if you own a business, right? So now they raise the rate to 3%. Now they're passing the 3% over to the merchant. So it's a great money grab for them. They're not stupid. Genevieve, I know you spoke about this yesterday. Great story in Canada. It looks like they do something right there. I mean, they cap it at 16%. I know there'll be a compromise somewhere, but 16 is better than 30. Okay. I mean, let's be honest. So anyway, let's move on. Let's go over and see what's moving some stocks. Yesterday, we had a couple of nice moving stocks for whoever missed out. Before we go through the watch list, I want to bang this out pretty quick. As usual, had a nice run on CRML. This stock ran from 13 to 18. Beautiful runner. Silver has just been an animal lately. My God, been a rally. First day, it's down in about 3 days. Okay, so the stock, the ETF did phenomenal. And you know what? It's okay for it to go down. It's great that it goes down. Why? It's healthy because it's going to show if this is a real rally or not. Profit taking always going to go up. Remember, we did talk about this when it did do a shake right here. It hit a peak of 71. It dropped down to 62, made a new high, ran to 73, came back down to 67, busted through new high. Listen, if it drops somewhere around 76, 78, holds there strong, and that's what we want to see. So is the rally over? We don't know for at least 2-3 days, okay? But silver is just killing it. If you have not watched that video, I posted on it. You should definitely watch it, okay? I did tell you that silver going to hit 100. I was close. Silver did get close to, this is about off by $10 to get to like 95 yesterday, I think, okay? But definitely was great on that one. A couple other stocks I want to hit upon. PSLV was a great runner-up yesterday too. TMC, another nice little cheap little mover, 7 to 8. UEC, another great runner, 15 to 17. UUUU. These are all stocks that we were trading. This stock is still moving up pretty good. I'm going to put this on the watch list. We traded UUU plenty of times. Could still probably be a nice little mover. Lunar, we traded that stock so many times. That's been a very tradable stock. She's still holding pretty strong, testing highs. Let's keep an eye on that one too. LUNR, looks like we're going to probably, it's still trading at the highs. Didn't back off. I always love that. Poet was another one that's moving up pretty strong. Another stock, it's continued from higher from yesterday. It's what we look for. So Poet we'll put back on the watch list. POT, SIDU, another one that's also moving up, took a big hit, came back down. This one was great, $3 up to $4. SIDU is going back on the watch list again from yesterday. NVTS is another good one right there. Another one that still continue to push up a little bit. Nuvo NVTS. Another one I'm going to put on it. IBU, what was it? IBRX. That was another one that had a nice move. UMME. There was a lot of them yesterday. UAMY. That one had a good push. And Boyle. Boyle just getting hammered. Now, Boyle's getting close to support levels, so let's keep an eye on that. Right around, right at these lows right here. What are those lows right there? Let's blow this up right here. 1570. So let's keep an eye on Boyle on maybe a bounce. But we need a couple of days on a swing. All right, let's go through the big percentage gainers right now and see what's going on because there are a couple of stocks out here that are moving. All right, so we got the CJMB. Great volume, 21 million shares. Great run up. It just made a pop right now. Let's go check level 4. Let's see what we got going on this one. CJMB. Oops, wrong one. Can't. Okay. Cancel. Okay, what happened here? I typed the wrong symbol. CJMB. There we go. Okay, I already have it up. Let's look it over here. A little messy, little messy. What I mean by messy, you could see it right here. There's orders everywhere, so we might have to wait until open. We'll see how that pans out. We already know about this stock right here, SPHL. It looks like she's trying to back off right now. Very, very volatile stock. There was a big iceberg order at $10. You could see it right here, how she's starting to trend down now. So that one looks like orders starting to show up. This one is moving up really nicely. AUID. Let's check out the orders on this. AUID. Nice trend. This stock got destroyed. Okay. Well, not really that terrible. It got destroyed back in November. It was at $3, dropped all the way about $1. Yeah, we're looking pretty good on this one. Looks like we're getting algorithms starting to kick in just right about 240 and 220. So this one looks pretty good. What else we got here? This one looks pretty nicely. Nice trend, 4 million shares. This one looks pretty good. CGTL. That one, very cheap. Nice trend. This one, nice move, but you're starting to trend down. Probably put it on the B list. Riley's been moving up pretty nicely, but the spread's kind of ugly. Remember, tradable trend and trap. We always teach that at CyberTrading University. Yeah, these are all pretty much dead. That was the most active. Just checking out the active list. These are all the stocks that we found already. These are already on our list right here. Losers. What do we got going on here? Any good shorts? Love the losers. Dead cat bounces. Wow, poor feed's getting destroyed. That poor stock. New York Stock Exchange. I didn't see that much out there on New York. Looks like everything is more ETFs and everything gapped up a little bit. Crowd waves look like it's moving today. All right. Any losers? High Roller was pretty good. We forgot about that yesterday. High Roller was a good one too. That was phenomenal. I forgot to mention that one. That one from 5 to 30. That was amazing. That was great. High Roller was another winner. I forgot to add that on the watch list. All right. So we got a pretty decent list. Today's Thursday. All right. Hump day. A lot of brand name stocks are moving. We could see that. We could see silver is, trying to come up. But listen, the NVIDIA finally is up this morning, which is nice. MSTR has been doing great. This is the ETF. We've done great with that one. I hit and nailed that pretty big. That was pretty good. What else we got here? Delta's making a little bit of a comeback. They all took a little bit of a hit. This one has just been doing phenomenal. We are killing it right now on Chipotle. Really killing it right here. So Chipotle, we finally broke that support of a 38. Remember, a lot of us here own it right around 31, 32. So it looks like, big resistance levels. Where are we right now? Yeah, this is a resistance level. If it breaks this number, we're going to get probably hit close to the 42 price range. And then to look at the 44, and then obviously looking at level 4, we'll always keep that going. AEVA is still moving. Genevieve is saying in the room. Let's go check that one out. Yep, that one's looking pretty good. AEVA. Yeah. Only issue with that one, Genevieve, we know that stock is just a very ugly trend. Very, very dangerous. Did well with you yesterday, Fausto Samuel, on the MSTU. Well, Samuel, you're more than welcome. And that's why you're part of CyberTrading University. Okay. And that's why anyone that's here, that's listening online, please come at 12 o'clock. Or best thing to do is, if you want to get the alerts immediately, just take your phone, scan that QR code. Let's get ready for the market open up. Me, Rich, and Josh will be back in 15 minutes. If you're watching on social media, get your phone, do it right now. Don't waste any time. Scan that QR code or go to www.ctu.co/free and we'll get you registered. Remember, 12 o'clock, we'll have the opening house. And next week, I'm going to be at the Wealth 365 event. You're all welcome. It's a 1-week event. It's going to be a great event. And also the following week, I will be up in Toronto for the big event with Mumu. Okay. The big brokerage firm up in Canada. So a lot of big things that are coming up. Let's get ready for it. All right, guys, good luck. Be right back. Don't go anywhere.